She just found out on her way home from work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chloe. I'm Kevyn Adams.
I know who you are.
I'm here. I'm all ears. What else do you want to tell me? Like, there's got to be.
Excited for the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about any of the prospects? Have you watched anyone?
Yeah, I have a 26-page draft guide that I made.
This is her summer reading book this is what she reads on her days off.
This is amazing.
She's got it all highlighted.
Hold on, let
in
me
there.
see this.
She's something special, I'll tell you.
If you're passionate about something, follow it. Because if you have the mindset and you have the drive, you can do whatever you really want to do.
It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.
That's probably my favorite. Theodore Roosevelt, Man in the Arena, to me sums up fighting for something and being in the trenches and being part of something. I use it as a reminder sometimes too that, being in the ring is a big deal, and just rolling up your sleeves and going to work. People can take shots, or criticize or all that stuff, but when you're in the fight and you're doing your best, that's really, at the end of the day, what it's all about. I felt like that as a player, and I've always had that with me. So yeah, just a little reminder. It is odd. It's usually full of life, but in some ways, it's been quiet, so I'm able to get a lot of work done. Hey, Jason, how are you? So this meeting today is really one that I would have probably have liked to have done a week ago or 5 days ago, but just couldn't get it in my own schedule together. It's really just to say hello, give a little my background, and then kind of next steps, saying we'll follow up more with the scouting department and then, on the analytics side, just stuff like that. Hey guys, how's everybody?
Hello there.
Appreciate everybody on a Friday afternoon jumping on with me. I also thought this would be a good day to do this based on tonight's lottery and just some excitement around that. Before I get into my part, I did want to turn it over to Coach. Ralph from Switzerland, you got anything for the staff?
Well, first of all, it's really excellent to see everybody, and we feel the opportunity that we have here, and we have a responsibility to do our part. And I believe we all need to push ourselves, and let's do it together. Let's have fun doing it, and let's get these Sabres where they belong, and let's get these Sabres where they should be, back into the top half of the National Hockey League. And again, let's enjoy that process together. Thanks, Kevyn.
Thanks, Ralph. Is Kim on?
I am, Kevyn.
Oh,
Sorry.
hey, sorry. I just wanted to see if you just wanted to say a quick hello to everyone.
We have a lot of talent here, a lot of good people, not just on this call, but throughout the whole organization. And I challenge Kevyn to utilize all of them. We have a lot of good things here already. This is a building on what we have. And that's how we're looking at this. Moving forward, how can we, combine our skill set to get a better outcome? And so I encourage you guys all to take that same lead. Reach out and feel free, whether it's myself, Terry, Kevyn, anybody on our business staff, whatever questions or concerns you have. So I appreciate you guys' time. I'm really excited about what's to come.
Thanks, Kim. And I think you hit on a message that we're going to just touch on here is we're all in this together. Everybody's a piece of the puzzle, and we're going to work efficiently and collaboratively towards the same goal every day with no ego, no agenda, to bring a Stanley Cup to the Buffalo Sabres organization, period. And I am originally from Western New York. I grew up here, and I've said this to Terry, Kim, and Ralph a few times. This is much more than a job to me. This is personal. But I really look forward to spending more time with all of you, getting to know all of you on a personal level. Stay healthy, everyone. See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
And good luck on the lottery tonight. Let's do it.
This night, things feel a little bit different this time around, but nonetheless, the anticipation and the nerves, you can feel it from those general managers virtually.
I'm a big believer in focusing on what you can control, and I'm just kind of sitting here tonight. So, you know, there's a little bit of nervousness around it, but at the same point, it's like, it's kind of out of our hands, and we'll look into the camera and see what the lottery shakes out. I mean, just hopeful and excited.
This year, general managers not in studio with me, but with us virtually, also patiently waiting to see where those chips will fall.
So, Catherine, I already have an important development to announce. The fact that I was brought 8 cards instead of 7 means that a participant in the qualifying round of the Stanley Cup playoffs has moved into the top 3 overall selections. The number 8 overall selection belongs to the Buffalo Sabres.
So Buffalo's new general manager, Kevyn Adams, will be selecting 8th overall. Buffalo has selected in the top 8 in each of the last 7 drafts.
Am I off?
Yeah, I think we're good.
See you guys. All right, well, what do we think? Okay? It's okay? All right, well, I am a big believer in family being part of things we do. I've just been like that forever. It also goes a long way just through the organization when you can all have that and everybody gets to know each other's families. I think it goes a long way just in terms of the connectivity with people that are working together every day. So it's part of what I want to make sure we're doing here. We always talk about focus on what you control. Now we got 8 and we go to work. Part of our return to Royal and Paint the Town Royal Day, we're out spending a little bit of time with some season ticket holders, saying thank you to them, and so we're dropping off a little gift. And I'm a big believer you can learn from every conversation you have, so who knows? Lucille, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm Kevyn Adams.
I hated you when you played for Carolina.
I'm gonna be honest, you're not the first person that said
And
that
I
to me.
hated Skinner when he played for Carolina.
And now you love him though, right?
Now I love him.
Now he's one of ours. So we have a couple things for you.
Okay.
Yep. The name you just mentioned. So,
Oh, yeah.
so take it
great,
out.
Great one.
Yeah.
The one I hated when he was with
Hi, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome, Star, and it'll be good.
Right, all right.
We have a gift for you guys.
What do you call him? Jackpot?
Jackpot. All right, that's a good name for it. I like it. We've obviously been hearing for a little while now that the fans would love to see us go back to the
Love it,
Royal.
yep.
And so how many years now have you been a season ticket?
I was the first year. I got him in December with my dad.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Good luck.
Thank you.
job.
I appreciate that.
Well, I was glad that you got it too, because I thought at least somebody that they know and they trust.
It's nice you say, yeah. So are you born and raised Buffalonian?
Oh, all the way.
That's how I grew up, kind of fell in love with the Sabres, going to games with my dad and sitting up in the oranges, and so I know the passion and the spirit of Buffalo fans. Hi, are you Maureen? Nice to meet you. I'm Kevyn.
You got the biggest fan in the world walking out here. She just found out on her way home from work.
Oh, really?
Yeah. she's
Okay.
fine. She's gotta get her Jack Lyko Crocs on.
All right, I'm excited to meet her. What is her name?
Her name is Chloe.
Chloe. Okay.
Yeah.
Chloe, biggest fan in the world, I just heard. Well, I appreciate you being such a big fan.
I appreciate the Sabres. I appreciate you.
How old are you?
16.
16. Do you get to come to many games?
Yeah, I have season tickets.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're here. I have a gift for you.
It's nice. Jack's my guy.
Yeah, your favorite player. How do you like the new Royal?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah?
I like to buy a jersey, yeah.
Yes.
I hope a cousin's jersey, but
Okay, so you got to tell me about Dylan Cousins. Have you watched him play much?
oh yeah, all the time.
So you get the chance to help the general manager. What are his best qualities?
Well, his size actually helps him a lot, and his straight shooting is really fast. Good for zone entries, and he has silky hands.
Silky hands, I love it. You're hired. I'm here, I'm all ears. What else do you want to tell me? Like, there's got to be.
Excited for the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about any of the prospects? Have you watched anyone?
Yeah, I have a 26-page draft guide that I made.
This is her summer reading book this is what she reads on her days off.
This is amazing.
She's got it all highlighted.
Hold on,
in
let me
there.
see this.
She's something special, I'll tell you.
Do you like watching junior hockey or college hockey more?
Junior.
So what made you fall in love with hockey?
Oh, my dad. He taught me everything I know.
That guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you grew up going to the games with your dad. That's pretty special. That's the same thing I did. It's the same way I fell in love with it. I'm impressed by you because that's pretty cool for you to be that passionate and do the work. And I got to keep my eye on you because it could be someone we want to hire someday.
That's the dream.
Good. Well, I'm serious. Do not let anyone tell you that you can't do something, because if you have the mindset and you have the drive, you can do whatever you really want to do. Seriously, if I can ever help you and you ever need like someone to for your resume or something, you just put my name on there. I'd be happy to help you. Okay?
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. All right, Chloe, take care.
Thank you, guys.
All right, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys have a great day. Stay healthy, okay? Take care.
Thank you, guys.
How awesome is that? Did not expect to have, someone like that at 16 that's studying and doing the work that she's doing, and, there's a place for her in the NHL. All right, so Jeremiah or Jason, I don't know who wants to lead it off, but I thought we could just spend a half hour just getting a quick update and review on where we're at, as we prepare for the draft.
I think you're all aware we asked the guys to take the 15 players and to break them up into tiers. We've got a sort of a middle tier, and that has 4 guys. I would anticipate those 4 guys are really going to be the guys in conversation for our pick.
I think as we get closer, what I would be looking for, that grouping that you guys feel, okay, these are potential Sabres and they fit our criteria of what is a Sabre, and they fit our analytic and the model of what we're going for. So then I can just spend extra time on my own watching those groups.
Some of these guys will die away as we put a little bit more of a microscope over them in defining what a Buffalo Sabre is and what we're going to value.
I think we need to give some good thought about how do we what incentive do we provide our scouts, or the dialogue we have with our scouts to keep them pushing, but also to have them dream a little bit on these guys.
I like the way Jason says you have to dream a little bit and not just go safe, right? Like, we have to be willing to say, I project this guy, I know he's under the radar, but here's why.
Right now, what our scouts have given us, and I'm looking at my list, I think they're very, very similar. I think we got the hockey in a really good spot.
Okay, good. I'm good on the draft for right now, just as where we're at, where we're headed. I think you guys have done a good job of really taking advantage of the short kind of runway we had, but maximizing every day, and the process you put together puts us in a position to be ready. I told Jason Nightingale that I found his analytic intern for next summer. One of the season ticket holder houses that I went to, Chloe, 16-year-old next hockey analytic guru, shared her the book with me she's reading, super knowledgeable, so I was pretty impressed. So I'm gonna make an introduction to Jason. She had scouting notes on prospects, Jeremiah, asked me about potential draft picks. This it was awesome.
That is great.
Yeah, it was a good day. So, all right, guys, we'll catch up with you later. Thanks. I love quotes. I love things that are inspirational, and I've had a quote book that I've carried with me just out of college, so when I see different quotes I would add it in.
Where's that book now?
Look at that. 1998 was the first one I added. I don't know why I ended up having the idea, but I used to travel with it on the road with me when I was coaching and just always had it in my bag. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. That's what building a team is about. It's like the end result is the result, but that process of day after day after day of all those little things you do. So I just use it like that, and it's just stuff like that. It's a reminder for me. Hold myself accountable. If you ever see me wandering around and it looks like I got this weird green book, now you know what I'm doing.
Now these books I always have with me.
This is my super archaic way of staying organized. What I find is right now with so much going on, you could go from a scouting conversation.
It's not just their team, it's also their top end prospects.
Seth, Kevyn Adams, I want to congratulate you on becoming the next head coach of the Rochester Americans. To talking to a player on our team.
You guys can stay in here, but I was gonna call Jack.
To talking to Ralph. When you know what someone's doing to help this thing roll, even though it's not what happens on the ice, it's such an important piece of it. Thanks, Ralph, appreciate it. To talking to Terry and Kim, like all within an hour. And I feel like if I'm not organized and have different areas of how I'm putting my notes together, then I feel a little like, just a little disorganized. So if I'm not organized, then you're not present. And if I'm present, then I'm gonna be engaged in every conversation. Because of all the stuff I've learned over the years building towards this job, it was that you have to be super in the moment. But if you're not, then you're missing what's in front of you.
Instigators, WGR, what a day.
We acquired Eric Staal.
How did this trade happen? How do you acquire a center with the experience and the game that Eric Staal still has? I'm really excited about it. It's fantastic.
The Eric Staal trade was weeks of work. A lot of conversations with Bill Guerin and I, and then the hockey department to say, here's where he is as a player, and then myself watching.
Staal moving in, he scored! Joining us right now, Eric Staal, newest Buffalo Sabre, traded here the other day. Welcome to Buffalo, by the way.
Thank you. I'm just kind of wrapping my head around everything. A lot of moving parts. I got 3 boys, my wife here. I've talked to Kevyn briefly. I mean, I know him very well. He was very good to me as a young player coming in Carolina. He's a great person. There's so many great qualities that he has, and I'm not surprised. You know, he's gotten to where he is, and he'll do a phenomenal job. You know, he's just that type of character, so we're excited as well.
I think the fact that I had a history with Eric and knew who he is as a person and the character and all of the off-ice stuff, I never even had to spend a minute on that because I already knew that. It was more just his game and where he's at and how does it fit in our team.
Every time I'm in a position where I am looking to either hire someone or surround myself with someone, I ask myself this question: do I want this person in my game 7? I want people in this organization that we all want to be in each other's game 7. And there's going to come a time in Buffalo, in Rochester, we are going to be in a game 7. And we're going to ask each other these questions when it comes to players, when it comes to staff. And I just think it's such a simple way to say a really powerful thing, that we're in it for the right reasons, we're going to go through the wall for each other. And when you can say yes to that, it's really special.
We want to set this organization up for success and for sustainable success. You know, it's about just rolling up your sleeves and putting yourself in a position where you're in the fight. The next step for here is the amateur draft, an incredible opportunity for us as an organization to get better and get our next group of Sabres into the mix. I'm excited about it.